presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Eddie in Boca Raton. Hey, Eddie, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, good. It is a treasure to have TFNN every hour during the trading day, to be there to help you, to guide you, and even to give you some peace of mind, or like that somebody else is there with you while you're trading this crazy market, either up or down.
Well, listen, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, because we wouldn't be out here, folks, if we didn't have all you guys, gals, tigers and tigresses as clients. And, you know, the market teaches you every single day, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system, so whatever they think about you is not about you, but it's about them. That's a tricky one. I don't get the end of that card, man, but after so many years, I guess I better start getting it, huh? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 142, NASDAQ off 7.5, S&P's down 15. Gold contract down to $9.90, traded at $18.32 an ounce. We had silver down 41 cents, $21.61 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $2.52, $73.84 a barrel. Notes and bonds. A 10-year note up 4 ticks, trading 111.06. The 30-year up 15 at 124.18 in King Dollar. King Dollar's up 397 ticks at 104.574. Euro is at 106. Yen is at 134, and the British pound is at 120 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we get over here. We'll take a look at the futures first. It's trying to basically blow away this low that's out there. I expect we're going to get it blown away, by the way, okay? You take a look at it. We got below it. So what's the number we're looking at? Yeah, it's 30. Well, it's only a point above it. No, it's a point below it right now. I expect what you're going to see here, folks, okay? So watch this. When you have something like this, what you can do projection-wise is that you don't take, I wouldn't take the top here. I take this one over here, like, because this is, here, watch this. This is a small consolidation that's been in place, okay? So I'm not taking the bottom here, nor the top here, right? I'm taking where it's traded the most. And if I take the top of this, that's 4020, and then take the bottom, which is 3996, gets you 24, right? Well, you take the 24 away from the 95, and the bottom line is you get 70, right? So that's where I expect we're going to close out at. That's just a price projection. You get an hour to do it. We'll see how this shakes out. But that would be how you do a price projection intraday when you're trading. We go take a look at the NQs. NQs haven't made it to the bottom yet. Bottom line, we'll see if they do. I suspect we're going to. Why? Because you're building cause. You know, the NQs, they ticked off. The lowest they got so far on the retest is 053, and it's 034. That is the low. We go take a look at the gold contract. What do you have with the gold contract? Gold contract is trading out down 950 at 130,000 contracts. I suspect the gold contract is going to go after the B point tomorrow. We'll see whether they can break the B point. The B point has some volume, so it's going to be hard to break it, but with volume, that is. But we'll see where it shakes out. If it breaks it with volume, you get a price projection of 1775. The B point, it doesn't have that much volume. It has 165,000 contracts. We're at 130 right now. Notes and bonds. Now, this is the number. Notes, bonds, and the dollar, folks, are the name of the game here. They're moving the market. They're going to continue to move the market. The interest rate structure is going to continue to go up much higher than the market is understanding right now. But it's going to understand it, because my take is that my take right now, folks, you're not even going to get bounces. There's going to be a slow bleed downtown. And then you'll get the crashing. So if we take a look at the 10-year, what you're going to see here, yesterday, you had a huge day in the 10-year. You can see oh man, this is even today you did. Man, this is pushing lows with volume. Now, it didn't break, but it's pushing lows. We got to 110.30. So 110 first is the first, 110.22 is the first place. If we take a look at it's 3.921. We got to 3.953 today. We go take a look at the oil market. What do we have with the oil market out here? That's getting toasted and roasted. This is all about the dollar too, man. Bottom line, this is wide-ranging bar like this is dangerous, man. So you got 304,000 contracts. You're going after, the swing that you're going after is 72.64. We're at 73.86. Hey, we'll see how it shakes out, but you're coming down on volume. That's telling me that more than likely we're going to be down at the lows, and we'll see if we'll bust out those lows. And we get over to the U.S. dollar. So the dollar is the name of the game. You know, it's sticking its head up again. It's built a long enough base, I can tell you that, man. You know, there's been a long base. It's pulling up a bit. We'll see how this shakes out. You've heard this 1,000 times from me. 106 to 107 is where I suspect we're going, which is going to destroy the market. And we're getting close to it, man. Yeah, you know, well, we're only at 104.557, okay? The first number, a .382 is 106.179. A 50 is 107.8. Now, if you go up to ICE, and what ICE is that where you build cars going back and forth and you drop below it, that's ICE, okay? So the 50% retracement is also at ICE. So if that's where we're going, you can expect a lot more downdraft in the marketplace. If we take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, you got Intel off 70 cents. You got, let's see, Pelletier is, oh, that's interesting, man. I thought, oh, no, that wasn't Pelletier. So Transocean's getting smoked. The oil market's getting smoked, man. Transocean's down 88 cents. You got Apple flat. We have Coinbase. That's been all over the place. It's up $4. Now it's down 270. You got Google's really flat. We got Palo Alto. That's the one. That's the mover out there today. That's up $19.16. You got Facebook down $1.25. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. Palo Alto's the mover, up 11.5%. You got Warner Brothers up 4.6%. CrowdStrike's up 3.9%. Taken away from it. CoStar. Oh, yeah, CoStar. They were going to buy Realtor.com. That fell apart. Their numbers aren't there. That's down 3.5%. You got Constellation Brands off 2.5%. Intel's off 2.6%. They brought their dividend down by 60%. And then NXP Semiconductor, that is off 2.3%. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials right now down 152. NASDAQ is off 4. S&P's down 15.5. We'll come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstat's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstat breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 129. Nasdaq is up 9.5. S&Ps are down 11.5. So, Fed minutes come out, folks. Bottom line, what we have out here is this. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. You got federal officials continue to anticipate further increase in borrowing costs would be necessary in order to bring inflation down to 2% target when they met earlier today. What we're going to see at some particular point, folks, they're going to change the target rate. Right? If they think they're going to bring it down to 2%, they're going to they have to raise rates till, oh my God, 7 or 8% on the basically the overnight rate. So we'll find out how this shakes out. Participants observed that participants observed that a restrictive policy stance would need to be maintained until incoming data provided confidence that inflation was on a sustained downward path to 2%, which will likely take some time, according to the minutes from January 31st to February 1st. The minutes also said almost all the officials agreed it was appropriate to raise the interest rates by 25 basis points at the meeting, while a few favored supporting a bigger 50 basis points hike. The minutes indicated the Fed was more concerned. This is the big one here. The minutes indicated the Fed was more concerned about the risk of inflation staying elevated than the economy slowing down or entering a recession. Participants generally noted that the upside risk to inflation outlook remained a key factor shaping the policy outlook, and that maintaining a restrictive policy stance until inflation is clearly on the path toward 2% is appropriate from a risk management perspective. So let's kind of get our head wrapped around this for a second, okay? So what we have is this. Let's go take a look at this. So we bring the Fed up. And you're going to see at this particular point, we're at 4.5 to 5.7, okay? Which hasn't done a thing, by the way, okay? So you have the meeting structure. We take a look at the meetings. what we have on the meetings is this. You have March 22nd, May 3rd, June 14th. So we'll see where they end up going, but I suspect what we're going to see, folks, is that you're going to bang out a 50 instead of a 25 probably at March, and we'll see what happens in May and June. The reality, okay, and it was so cool, that what I think about where we are in the economy and in rates is that you don't have to be a technician, you don't even have to be a fundamentalist to understand that prices are so high, it's unbelievable, and they're not stopping. So if you just take that context on one side, and then you take the context on the other side in the aspect of how far do you have to push interest rates up in order to slow the economy down, none of us really know. That's the first part. The second part is what we do know is that they pushed them from 0 to 4.75, and it's still a great economy. So that's what they're facing, man. I'm telling you. My take is that this market right here, let's look at the market for a second. This is where I think we are in the market. If we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is that the SPY, the S&P's got back inside the range, okay, the lower range. So that's telling me the SPY is going to, without stopping, I'm talking about without stopping, going right down to this very high volume low at the 374. And so that's the first move that I think we're in right now. You will get a little, and one of the main reasons for that, folks, is this, is that the way markets normally run is that you come down hard, you get the bounce, we got a good bounce, that's what you get, and then all of a sudden you get a slow grind, and then you get a blowout. So my take, the way I'm looking at this right now is that, okay, we're in the slow grind right now. The slow grind is going to get us down to here. We break that, and that's when you're going to get the panic start happening. And the panic would start happening, then you're going to go down and at least probably test the lows of October, and you'll probably blow them away. That's in the SPY. Now the Qs, the NDX 100, hasn't got in the lower range yet. We're close. We're right at it. When you see this, we're right at it. And I'm bringing the lowest point down. I'm not using the two other spikes. I'm bringing the lowest point inside the Qs. It's 293.26. We're at 293.64, so we're below it. Yeah, that gets in there. Bottom line, the Qs are a whole different animal because the Qs, the SPY went higher on the first leg up. The Qs didn't. You can see what happened here is that the last leg down, we almost got to the lows of October. But you get inside that range, which I suspect we're going south in a big way without a bounce. The reason I'm saying without a bounce is the context that this has now been going on for, 14 months. And you're just hearing how I kind of look at markets of how they go. Because what ends up happening is that you get plenty of folks that kept saying, and it's hilarious to me that, you say, when people say at the beginning, it's up 30, 35%. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we can just you can go into the ARK fund, right? Which, the bottom line, so we take a look at this, and of course, this is the past high flyers, right? So you look at this and say, oh, yeah, geez, this has gone from $30. Well, then it had a high up there of 45. Oh, man, that's up 50%. Oh, yeah, really? Now, well, of course, we're not up that high anymore. But then, this is what's so cool about percentages, man. You got to know where you're starting from. Then you take a look at it and say, oh, yeah, you've done really well. You've gone from $158 into $40. Give me a break, man. It's almost like, what I don't quite understand is that how the broadcasters even let them get away with saying, okay, because it's just totally bizarre. That's the real bottom line. And it's going to be about right here. It's going to be about this dollar. The dollar wants to move, man. This dollar has bottomed out for quite a bit. What's really intriguing here, which we'll all have to watch, is that you can see, like, when you trace this thing out, is this, like, I don't do this anymore because, like, 20 years ago, I used to look at the market, and it seemed like there were head and shoulders all over the place. And there are. When you're looking for head and shoulders, you always can find them. But when I'm looking at this one, I'm saying, well, that's a nice-looking head. Are we going to build this shoulder? And if that's what we're going to do, then it's really dangerous because then you'll have the dollar going back to 111. My take right now is that that's not going to happen. My take is that we'll probably go to ICE. But just going to ICE, is going to be a pretty good disaster inside of the equity market. And you can see they're selling everything. This is not just a small sell. Doesn't matter what you're looking at out there, everything's getting sold. We go to the silver market, we take a look at silver, and silver's always tricky. And you had it yesterday, which is amazing. So silver was popping up yesterday. It's like, really, you're popping up? And then, of course, they take it south today. And I suspect what we're going to see tomorrow is that silver's going to go right after the swing point tomorrow. And, we'll see whether that silver breaks. The swing point on silver is 21.31. And we'll see, how that shakes out. Bottom line, once you get under 21.47, well, then you get game all the way down to this 18.20 area. And the dollar rules. That's the bottom line. You get a stronger dollar, they're going to take everything south. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrial's down 107. Nasdaq's up 13. S&P's down 9.5. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 151, Nasdaq off 5, S&P's down 16.5. Let's go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to be coming out with numbers after the close, folks. So the low for the year is a high volatility equity, that's for sure. So the low for the year is 108, the high is 289, you're at 286. So this comes out, it's always intriguing when they come out like right after the futures close. So they come out at 16.20, and that makes a difference because, especially if you're trading the NQs, folks. Excuse me. So revenue-wise, they're looking to do $6 billion and take 81 cents to the bottom line. Let's go take a look at and see what we have chart-wise on this baby. Okay, so let me put this on a weekly first. Okay, so this is going to be so cool because watch this, folks. See, this came right up to ice. This is what it did. That's ice. Now, you want to see something crazy? This is really a trip. See where this is where it broke topside on the way up. That was that 227, and this is where it broke down also at 227, 231. So that's ice right there. So then the question is okay, we're coming into 345 million and 344, and then we did 275. And 244. That's telling me we're going south. And it doesn't. I don't think this has to go south a lot. I mean, well, 187. I'm going to the top of that range right there. Let me pull this back on a monthly and see what we have. Oh, let's look at this. Hold on, I'll bring that closer. So let's just do 5-year monthly. Look at this. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we did. Look at this. So you did a 50% move of the move down, but on the monthly, look at this, folks. The monthly, you're going into 1.1 billion, and you're doing 700 million. Well, what day is it? I still got some more time, but last month you still only did. This is going south, man. This, I can make the case this actually wants to go to 138 again. So, is that 138? Yeah. So my take is that that's going south. Let's go take a look at Unity Software. They're coming out with numbers after the close. This is a low of 21, the high of 109. Okay, so let's see what this company does. Graphic tools to create, run, and monetize real-time 2D and 3D content for mobile phones, tablets, PCs. We take a look at this. Okay, so put this on a weekly. Yeah, this is not going anywhere, man. This thing has got smoked. So this is down from $210 to $37. Holy cow! Hit a low of $21. Let me see this. I gotta see what they're making. Okay, so they're going to take in $436 million and make a penny. Huh. They're growing by leaps and bounds, but my take is that thing's not going anywhere, man. That's, it just doesn't have it. So you had a spike with 22 million, then we tested it last week with 15. You come down yesterday with 11. It'll probably stay in its consolidation. We'll see where it shakes out. But NVIDIA itself, okay, will put some real juice inside the NQs because you can see the NQs are pretty strong today. The NQs are only down 15 points, which in the NQs, that like 15 points, can you blink? That's what happens in the NQs. Let's go look at the E-mini again because, and this is the type of market, folks, that the bottom line, it's going to try to keep bringing you in for a bounce, and just be careful, man. I'm telling you, man. Go with the larger trend. The larger trend is downtown. Now, the hardest part of this is to keep selling the larger trend because we've been down, down, down. But I can tell you something. Every time you sell, you're making money. So, we'll see where this shakes out. But you can see what happened here is that the NQ, when we were on the air, it got down to that 3986. Then you did a nice bounce up there to 9.7, and now you're going sideways. And let me see what that was. So yeah, let me show you this. This is cool. I love doing this. So when we did the bounce, it was 42,000 contracts. Well, you're going against 56,000 contracts. That's a market that still wants lower price. Because that's how, inside timing the trade, you're checking it both ways. You're checking it on the way up and on the way down, and what are you going against? So let's go take a look at cover. So you get NVIDIA, SMHs. Let's just see where these babies are trading. You got the low for the year is 166. The high is 284. You're at 233. When we take a look at some of these holdings, you can see NVIDIA's right up there. NVIDIA's 10.2%. Taiwan's 11%. Broadcom's 5%. ASML's 5, Advanced Micro's 5, Qualcomm's 4.7, Analog 4.5, Texas 4.4, Lam Research 4.4, Micron, excuse me, 4.3. We take a look at this baby. Now this is not inside the range. Again, the lower range. You can see this. These ranges, folks, are going to show you so much as to where the market continually wants to go. Okay. And in this particular case, this is making its way inside the lower range. Now, the lower range in the SMH is a 329.27. Right now, you're still higher than that. Right now, you are at a 233.45. If we go take a look at Amazon, let's see where this big dog is. See, that's a little bit dangerous what Amazon's doing today. I liked how it traded yesterday because it only went down with 56 million shares. But see that little pop today with 43? Those are little ABC structures. That's what it looks like it's setting up. So that's not cool. Apple, we go take a look at Apple. And Apple's got something going now with Apple's rolling over, man. Yep, we're rolling over. So let's take a look at this for a second. Apple, we reached. You get a spike high at 157. You're at 148. They don't. Next time they come out with numbers is the 28th of April. We put this on a weekly. This is probably just a big consolidation. Yeah, I can pull back. Nothing. 141. We can pull back into basically 141. That's how that baby is basically lining up right now. This is going to be a slow bleed, man. It's a slow bleed downtown until there actually is a all-in panic. That's the kind of market that we're in. And as I said at the beginning of the program, I think that the first leg that we're in right now will bring it, into this, in the SPY, like at that 274, and we might go fast down to the bottom. We blow that bottom out. That's when you're going to see the panic. And that's when you have a shot of making a low. That's the real bottom line. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Actually, with our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. Larry's going to give us a little update of what he's doing. Larry's going to be doing a workshop. Now, come over to our website at TFNN. Larry's going to be doing an outstanding workshop. Now, the workshops Larry does, folks, this is live trading, actual live trading, 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock, March 8th. Stay right there. Larry's coming right up, folks.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 138, Nasdaq's off 7.5, S&P's down 15.5, and let's go over to our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. Now, don't forget, folks, Larry does an outstanding show here every trading day. He also has a great newsletter, 24/7. What he also does is he does live workshops. And when we talk about live workshops, we're talking about trading live from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. His next workshop is coming up on March 8th. And bottom line, he's going to be looking at, when you get a live workshop, which is so cool, folks. I mean, we have a great market. Everything's been moving. So, Larry's going to be looking, at the E-mini, at the U.S. dollar, at the euro, at the pound, and the oil market, and the natural gas market, the gold market, the treasury market, the whole ball of wax. But let's get our man right now, and he can talk to us. Larry Pesavento, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for asking me, buddy. I really appreciate giving me a chance to let the folks know I'm going to be doing this show on March the 8th, and it's going to be really special, Tom. I was treated today by a phone call from Tom Hugard, the author of The Best Loser Wins, one of the super traders, and Tom is going to be joining me for an hour on that day.
That's super.
Donating his time and talk about some of the psychology, some of the bad things he's done in his trading career, what he learned from it. So it's going to be, and he's going to be doing some trading too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have 3 PowerPoint presentations. You get a month of my daily videos that show the trades that we're doing for that particular day. You get the month of the newsletter, which is does an incredible job outlining what the markets are doing on a pattern recognition, swing trading basis. And also, we're going to be looking at 2 books. You're going to be getting one of my books, any particular one you like, but you're also going to be getting Tom's book, which is a bestseller. It's called The Best Loser Wins, because his focus is on how much money you risk, not how much money you lose. So it's going to be very exciting. It is 5 hours, no break. We take a 5-minute break in between because with all the stuff we have to cover and all the things we're looking at, it goes so fast, Tom. It's like a blink of an eye. We've done 4 of these. This will be the 5th one.
Yes.
And all 4 of them have been profitable. 2 of them were just super profitable. The other 2 more than paid for the cost of the program for everyone that was on it. So everybody that has been attending, keep attending them. So that's why they asked me to do them, and I really love it because it's a fast day for me, fast-paced action, and I enjoy all of it. So I hope the folks can join us because it's a lot of fun. You'll learn something, and I hope you'll make a couple of bucks. That's the whole secret of what we're doing here.
Totally. And folks, what's so cool is this. So picture, Larry is a pattern recognition expert. And if you want to understand what that means, it's the Fibonacci sequence. And what's so cool about it is that it's a forward-looking deal. You always know what the numbers are, folks, before they come. It doesn't mean that they're going to hit the numbers all the time. But as Larry and I know, fast markets like this, for some reason, they just work better. They're more consistent. And listen, man, I wish I knew. Larry and I, we go, remember in 2007, folks, in 2008, let me tell you something, man. we're both in the line with each other. I forget what year it was, Larry, but it was in that crash. And what ended up happening...
October 15th, 2007, Tom.
2007. And what was happening is that we're both shot, and we're looking like, oh, my God, I can't believe it, because the freaking thing is going up. This is like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then, boom, it freaking explodes. And as they say, that's when the market just... I'm telling you, pattern recognition, folks, is so amazing. And what Larry does here, this is what's really cool. So all the future traders, okay, he's going to be trading live. When he starts trading, whether it's the E-minis, whether it's the, the NQs, you can be trading the Qs, you can be trading the SPYs, okay? And the education part of it is absolutely huge. You can follow along with them. As Larry said, he's already done 4. They've all been great, and you're going to learn so much, because the unfortunate part that I think, Larry, in general, that me and you trade every day, but you can learn so much more. That's the bottom line. But it's a lot easier learning with someone that at least has a method to the madness of the stock market. Because there's no doubt the stock market is mad. I mean... Yeah,
it's chaotic, but within that chaos are these non-random patterns that repeat over and over again.
Right.
Tom, I'll never forget that October 15th day, because that's the day that Skype went out. Do you remember?
I do.
2007, and I started the show. I started doing the radio show about 2 weeks after that.
Yep.
And that day, the Dow Jones was down about 500 points. The S&P was down about 40 or 50. And the doggone NASDAQ was up on the day. I mean,
exactly.
And we were saying, oh, my God, don't short this, because, and boy, it took off and never looked back for about 3 weeks, and then it went down for 2 years. So it was pretty exciting.
There's no doubt. And this is hey, listen, I feel, folks, for investors, okay, because it is what it is. But I've been doing this long enough that you know what I don't get? I don't really get why people don't sell when you're up 200 or 300%. I just don't get it. It's like, okay, man, I don't know how much more money you think you can make, but I haven't seen it that you can do that. Do you know what I mean?
Like Gordon Gekko said, greed is good, but not all the time.
Exactly. So, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right up in the front page. Now, check it out, folks, okay? So the workshop all day long is only $295. But what's included with that is that you're going to get a couple books, okay? You're going to get Larry's newsletter. The newsletter alone is worth $295. If you haven't seen Larry's newsletter, okay, check it out. And you're going to be with a bunch of tigers and tigresses inside the room having a blast. So
videos every day for a month showing the trade setups for the next day. And you get 2 books. I mean, it's about $900 worth of material that you're going to get for $295, plus the chance of making some money. That's a no-brainer.
And that's the big deal. That is absolutely the big deal. Yeah. So we'll see where this whole thing's going to take us. But these, the bottom line, we've seen high interest rates, Larry. And what cracks me up in a way somewhat is that people keep thinking that these interest rates are going to stay low. It's like, no, we've already seen that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, this inflation,
that
train's
left the station. That train has left the station.
It's left the station. And, what ends up happening, folks, on the way to the outside our office today, I saw a big Cal Maine truck. And the Cal Maine truck, of course, that's the big egg people, folks, okay? I happen to like eggs, and I heard you talking about eggs yesterday. And so in Tucson, they're $6.24. Well, they're $8.23 in St. Pete.
Wow.
Right? I mean.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, so this thing's not going away, man.
Yeah.
So.
Well, listen, thanks for happening to me, buddy, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir. You have a great one and a safe one.
Keep up the great work at TFNN. We love you.
We love you. Say hi to Sarah. Say hi to everyone, all right?
I will.
Okay,
see you later.
Man.
She's right here. Bye-bye.
Okay. So check it out, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN right now. You're going to see it right up in the front, and, you're going to have the education of a lifetime. And not only that, listen, this is the type of business that you have to get some kind of consistency. And what does happen, it's unfortunate that this happens on a continual basis, that there's really no place that you can actually learn this. Because what happens is this. Like, technically, I can teach someone, but what happens, and this is just all of us, this is, you have to see it, man. You have to go through a cycle. And so when you start, you're going to start small so you don't blow your brains out. Because it will blow your brains out. That's the bottom line. You know, I can guarantee you there's not one trader out there that hasn't blown their brains out if they're still in business. That's how it goes, you know. But the washout's big. But that being said, when you have consistency and you're not going for the moon, for a home run on a continual basis, whole different ball game, folks. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 116. NASDAQ is up 1. S&P is down 12. And this is what I mean when I started the program, folks. Let's go take a look at this. This is where... And this is a tough place to be for bulls, okay? Well, for bears also, okay, if you haven't been in markets like this before. Because this is where it's going to be the slow, steady drip. That's all it comes down to. Like, the S&Ps are only down $1.13, no big deal, okay? Yesterday you were down, yesterday you were down $6. But the slow, steady drip is actually one of the hardest markets to basically wrap your head around. Because what ends up happening, there's not like a huge amount of excitement. You get little bounces along intraday, and then all of a sudden, by the end of the day, you're almost at the lows of the market. That's how this sets up. Because what you want to ask yourself is this. You want to ask yourself is that, why am I buying? Outside of the point that I understand your fear of missing out and you want to make money. But you better get some fundamentals in there, man, okay? Technically, these charts are down, but if you are a fundamentalist, get a fundamental view in there that says, why are you buying? Okay? Why? Because the bottom line is that if we take a look at these notes and bonds, you have a long way to go, man. I mean, if I just pull this bond market up for a second, okay, this is the 10-year, but watch this. If I put the 2-year up, you know, why be in the stock market when you can go to the Fed and you can make 4.6% on a 2-year note? Right? You go, I turn around and go to the 5-year, 4.1. You know, the 10-year, of course, is the biggest one, 3.9. And then we go out to the 30-year, you're at 3.9. You can see these rates, you know, the zero rates are gone, man. I mean, I've seen the whole cycle, and maybe it's just the cycle's going all the way back up. 1970, 14.5%. 3 years ago, 0 to 1/4%. 4, meow. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Don't forget about Larry's workshop. Check it out. Go to our website at TFNN. Come visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Great show, folks. Look at him, folks.